Hi there. In this video, I'm going to go over some ideas for projects for CityMOOC. This is going to look at some things related to the social gastrointestinal system. The what, you ask? Well, let's take a look. Our cells can't deal with cookies directly or any other big chunks of food. And we can't deal with container ships directly or any other big inputs of goods and services to our communities. So our bodies, animal bodies, have developed elaborate systems for breaking down inputs of food, various systems to gradually make those big inputs, that cookie, something that can actually be used by the cells in our body. And amazingly, in the past few thousand years, we've developed similar systems in our communities. We have ports that break down the contents of the container ships. We have similar things for airports and railroads and highways. Then we have intermediate storage facilities, warehouses, wholesale facilities. Finally, when things are broken down to a size that's appropriate for us, they're put in retail facilities where we circulate and pick up what we need. So this has been going on for a long time, right? You can go back to the Greek agora, the marketplace, where people went to a central location where goods were available retail. And presumably there was a similar process of breaking down the big shipments that came into the community to make them available for consumers, for retailers, for shoppers. So what I'm going to do now is just go through a short trip I made into my community's shopping district, and just sort of look at my process. And again, it'd be interesting to see other people's process of doing this. We obviously drive a lot to go shopping. And we also shop on the internet, which is an interesting new, semi-new approach to shopping. But I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm just going to sort of go old school here. So this is our house. To get to town, we walk down this street and then make a turn and walk down this street. And this comes down to a little bridge across the water. I'm pausing here to show you this because this is, in previous videos I talked about how our community deals with liquid waste or sewage. And this is a pumping station that takes the sewage from our community, which is to the right, and pumps it across this bridge and then up a hill, eventually to reach our sewage treatment plant, which is this building right here. All of these houses send their sewage to that sewage treatment plant. Now I'm up to a main street that goes through our community, and we start to get stores here. This is a yacht store. We're on the water here. This is a hardware store, wonderful old hardware store. I love this store, called Brewers. It's an old-fashioned department store, pre-Home Depot and other of those giant stores. The people here know what's in their store. You can ask them questions. They're knowledgeable. It's not overwhelming. Really delightful. Anyway, here we come to Mamaroneck Avenue, which is our main village shopping street. And this is looking up the avenue. And we have shops and restaurants on both sides of the street. And parking, important. I'm going to take a little detour here. These are systems that are really important and interesting, not directly related to shopping, but parts of community, systems within communities. This is our, just off the Mamaroneck Avenue, this is our village library. Right next to the library is the town hall. So this is our center of government. And so that's where the police is located. And right around the corner is our post office. And right around, across the street from that is our fire department. It's all interesting and necessary parts of our community, and most communities, for their successful functioning. But that's topics for another presentation. So back down to the avenue, this is our bank. Here's some more stores, Radio Shack, pizza place, opticians here. I think it's an opticians. This is walking down the street, lots of these retail stores where consumers can go in and get the goods that they need at a scale that's appropriate for them. This is our great little toy store, which has been here as long as I've been in Mamaroneck, which is over 30 years. Many toys purchased here for our children and for their friends. Just down the street from that is an appliance store where we've purchased all our appliances because it's so convenient. Anyway, back to the toy store, right? If you go in any of these stores, you'll see something similar to this. Lots of goods arranged so that the consumer can, easily flow through and around and see what's available and pick out what they want. This is the back of Mamaroneck, one side of Mamaroneck Avenue, and this is ideal retail space in that the delivery of the product in its sort of wholesale state can occur in the back of the store, be broken down into sizes that are appropriate for display, and then put out for display. And that happens separately from the display area of the store. So if you look at retail space around the world, that's sort of the ideal, where you have the bulk goods coming in the back and the consumers coming in the front and circulating through the goods. And then finally, just wanted to, it's important in these retail areas to keep people moving, to keep because there's a lot of demand for the space. So you always find, except in older areas, I'll say, you always find some sort of, almost always find some sort of metering so that people don't linger too long, or at least there's a disincentive for them to linger because other consumers need to get in here too to do their shopping. So a quick run through of shopping. There's so much attached to this concept, but this is just an overview, and maybe it will spark some ideas from some of you, which will help develop project ideas. So thanks for watching.